I call it the curse of being creative. We have more ideas than we know what to do with. So what do? We start projects and never finish them, telling ourselves that old lie that we'll come back to it someday. Now, if you're a hobbyist, this is not that big of a deal, but if you're trying to grow a business and generate income and you are constantly starting over, you're going to go nowhere fast. In this video, I'm going to share a simple exercise that you can use to help you finish the projects that you start. I'm Hickey, creative entrepreneur, coach, an introvert, and your friend. Over the last 10 years, I've worked to grow several online businesses using my creative talents while building a happy and fulfilling life. Today, I guide creative introverts like you to thrive as business owners and as individuals. This channel is where I share all of my strategies to help creative introverts thrive in business and life. So if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any of the new content that's released. Before I share the exercise that I use to help finish the projects that I start, we've got to understand why we abandon our projects. And this is a two-part issue. So you're working on something, maybe a new design or a blog post, and something catches your eye, or maybe your ear. This happens to me a lot when I'm listening to podcasts, especially interviews with business owners who share the secret of their success. In their story, they may uncover that they doubled the size of their email list by starting a Facebook group. And it's really hard to hear that statistic and then not take action. I'm gonna have that Facebook app open and I'm gonna be uploading a cover photo before that podcast episode is even over. Has this ever happened to you before? Like you hear a success story and think, well, obviously I'm gonna start doing that. If so, leave me a comment that says #ShinyObjectVictim. The problem is we have access to so much great information that it becomes difficult to filter it. And what has worked for other people might not be the best for us. And we only hear the success piece of that story, that they've doubled the size of their email list. But were we listening when we mentioned the type of people who make up their audience? For example, maybe starting a Facebook group will lead you to losing email subscribers because your audience is way more into Twitter. They may see your invitation to join a new Facebook group that you started and think like, wow, this person doesn't get me at all. I hate Facebook. It's a simple case of the wrong offer to the wrong person. And if that's not enough to make you stop in your tracks, here is the other reason that we abandon our projects. The only thing worse than not understanding who our audience is not understanding ourselves. When we're not clear about what we're bringing to the table, we're gonna show up empty-handed. It's like that reoccurring nightmare that many people have about showing up to school or your workplace in pajamas. And this is a classic sign of feeling inadequate or unprepared. We may start with shiny objects and great intentions, but the second you begin to doubt yourself, everything goes dim. You question your self-worth, and then you begin to make excuses and ultimately abandon what you started. Someone else can do it better, you think, but here's where you're wrong. Unique is different from better. Someone else could do it, maybe they already have, but so could you. And if having too many ideas is the curse of being a creative, this is what's on the flip side. It's also a gift. No matter how many people who have done it before or who will do it in the future, there will always be a creative way that you and only you can present it. So let's put these gifts to good use. The next time you're about to start a new project, whether your idea arrived in a daydream or as a shiny object, answer these three questions. Number one, who is your product or service for? Get specific. For example, maybe you are designing a new planner. And you can say, my planner is for college students who are art majors. Question two, how will it help them? Your planner is going to be just what these art students need to keep up with their weekly assignments and to stay on track to complete their semester-long project. Question three, Why are you creating it for them? And you are the key word in this question. Before you go any further, validate that you're the right person for this job. Why are you qualified? And what are you bringing to the table that is going to hit this project out of the park? Maybe you just graduated from college with an art degree and you wish that you had a planner like the one that you're about to create. Or maybe you already created it and it helped you get through that last semester. And now you're excited to share it so that more art students can keep up with their assignments. This last part of the exercise is not designed to make you give up, but to give you the confidence you need to carry it out. If you reach question 3, which again is, why are you creating this for them? And you don't feel like you have the passion, the skills, or the experience, it's probably not the right project for you right now. In weeding out the weaker ideas, you'll only be left with the projects that you're going to want to finish. In knowing who it's for and how it will help them and why you're the right person to deliver it, you'll have the confidence that you need to follow through. These 3 questions, the who, the how, and the why, are the ones that you're going to ask yourself eventually anyway. But in doing it before you begin, you won't waste any time and you won't feel like you've failed by saying no. One of my favorite authors, John Acuff, shares this great strategy in his book called Finish. Choose what to bomb. In other words, plan to abandon most of your shiny ideas so that you can double down on the best and the brightest. John's book Finish is just one of many on my master list of personal development books. So if you're someone who loves reading and growing, you're gonna wanna bookmark this resource. It currently holds over 50 titles and it is broken down by category so you can find exactly what you're looking for. And best of all, it will always be kept up to date with my latest finds. To gain immediate access to that list for free, click on the link in the description below. At the very beginning of this video, I mentioned that if you are a hobbyist, like if making money from your creative projects is not that important to you, then abandoning your projects is really not that big of a deal. Not every single one of your ideas needs to be monetized. Choose just 1 or 2, go all in. And when you do, you will find success. And with that success, you will have the time and space to dabble, to be a hobbyist, and to abandon as many projects as you'd like. If this video inspired you to make more confident decisions about your next project, hit that thumbs up button and let me know. Also, please consider sharing this with a creative friend or on your favorite social media channel so that you can help even more people overcome this issue that affects so many of us. I'm so grateful that you spent this time with me today. Now go out and make something beautiful.